With the recent change to Typhoid Mary, it made me remember the old Sauron deck, and I wanted to put to the test whether this is still a good or usable deck in Marvel Snap. Sauron removes the abilities from all ongoing cards in your hand and deck, so for Typhoid Mary, completely removing any of that negative power that she's able to provide your other cards in that lane. Red Skull then won't give a boost to opponents' cards in that lane either, so you can kind of see where this is heading. But before we jump into this deck and then some gameplay, please leave a like and subscribe. It's always super helpful and appreciated, so thank you very much. So with this Sauron deck, we firstly have Zero, which has the ability to remove the abilities of the next card that you play, which is particularly good if you pick up Ebony Maw or Lizard as well. So Ebony Maw, as you know, completely locks down your lane in terms of you can't play any more cards there unless you hit it with the Zero, in which you can, and you have a very low cost, high powered card. Lizard obviously has the ongoing of -4 power if your opponent has 4 cards in that lane, so being able to remove that is also very nice. Armor is just generally a good card to have if you can play it before you play the Sauron, especially considering some of the higher power cards that you can play. You don't want to get them destroyed, so useful. Shuri is great at being able to double the power of some of these high powered cards, so ideally you are trying to hit Typhoid Mary, Vision or Red Skull. You can try and hit Scar, but obviously considering that's a turn 6 card, it's less likely that you're going to be able to do that unless you've already played either Typhoid Mary or Red Skull. And then once you've doubled the power of one of these cards, being able to use Taskmaster and then copy that power. So in Red Skull's instance, being able to give 28 power to Taskmaster is very nice. But even then, if you can only give 20 or 16 power to Taskmaster, that's still very good. And especially with Vision, you can then move that Vision around, Taskmaster a different location. Yeah, can't go wrong. And then with Scar as well, if you've already played a couple of these high-powered cards, obviously it gets reduced in cost, so there's the possibility of having a very cheap high-powered card by the end of the game. So that's generally how this deck is played, and it used to be quite a popular one. It's not one that you see very frequently nowadays, but yeah, I'm going to get in some gameplay and give it another test. That is an opening hand that I very much like to see. If we pick up the Sauron as well, it gets even better. But no, like it's about to get destroyed. Oh no, okay, Vision. At least that thins out our deck a little bit. And what do we pick up now? We pick up Scar, which we will potentially have room to play later in the game. Still no Sauron. I don't particularly want to play the Zero for the moment. Yeah, we'll play the Shuri now. Straight into the Red Skull, no messing around. And then yeah, just Taskmaster the last turn. We'll see what they're dealing with. I think it's going to be as simple as just... Ooh. I think I move Red Skull over into the middle and then Taskmaster left. It means that at least these 3 cards don't get buffed by Red Skull, but we still have that same amount of power over there. Now I'm interested to see exactly how much power they're going to be able to put in the middle. Okay, so far so good for us, depending on what this card is. A Psylocke, okay. That was just about enough in the middle for us. In reality, I didn't need to do that.
Victory!
And in terms of sort of reducing the amount of power of the opponent as much as possible, it probably made sense to keep the Red Skull there, but that's hindsight, isn't it? Shuri is always great to see in the opening hand, however, nowhere, not so much. It does seem to more negatively affect them actually if they're just playing a full out destroy deck. I hope this is Sauron that we pick up next. It's not, we have Ebony Maw. Not ideal. I feel like I've been really unlucky not being able to pick up Sauron. There we go, speak of the devil. I mean... might as well get him out. They do have +3 max energy now, so they definitely have the advantage.
I definitely need to change my underwear.
Next plan of action is the Shuri. And then I need to decide whether it's Typhoid Mary that I play on the Shuri or Vision. And then obviously hope that I pick up Taskmaster. I mean, alternatively, if I were to pick up Red Skull next turn as well, that would be very nice.
What a game!
I'm surprised that's all they did with all of their energy that they do have. Okay, well, we've got the Taskmaster, so that's kind of a lot of what we were hoping for anyway. I was just about to say I want to be able to play the Ebony Maw as well, but obviously with Shuri it's if you play your next card there. But if I play this and then the Taskmaster would hit Ebony Maw. So I think I'll just have to survive with putting Typhoid Mary there, and then obviously Taskmaster on the right hand side. I hope they just decide to go full out and put like Null or Death over here, because I'm not going anywhere near it. Agent Venom, okay. I guess just so that they could get a little bit of power over there. I mean, with Taskmaster here, I do technically just have enough power, but it's whether they put a card there or not. That could mess me up a little bit. But then again, it's kind of the most power that I can put anywhere, unless I just go straight for the, I don't know, Red Skull, Ebony Maw on this side. Which actually I think is the safer play. See what they do though, because they could just null one of these locations and win it outright, I'd imagine. Yeah, it's definitely an unfortunate location for us as well. Okay, they only went for the Hulkbuster on the left-hand side, and they're going to hit X23 with Arnim Zola, which is very, very lucky for us. And we somehow managed to pull it out of the bag. Not really sure how.
Victory!
So we've picked up Sauron, which is something that we love to see. We've also got the Shuri and the Vision, so at least we can have a heavy hitter there, and then hopefully we'll pick up Taskmaster at some point. Nowhere is kind of slightly awkward, but shouldn't really get too much in the way. That's not too bad, I'm not complaining about that. We'll get the Sauron down immediately. Shuri, again, just makes sense. If we don't pick up Taskmaster, then I guess Vision is just the best move that we can make anyway at the moment. It's nice that we do have the Ebony Maw for the final turn as well. Vision's going to be 16 power. We can obviously move Vision around.
I'm about to juice this up.
Destroy deck with Moon Girl. Also got the Typhoid Mary as well. We'll get Vision out into the middle, and then I mean, we could just guarantee that win over on the right hand side and 0. I mean, 20 power should be enough in the middle, surely. They've just gone for the leader, which is going to copy my Scar, but that's absolutely fine. We don't mind that at all.
Victory!
Central Park's going to block us up a little bit. I could play the Ebony Maw now, but I think I want to wait until I do pick up Sauron. Hopefully. That's Enchantress gone. We do have Lizard, which again is one of those cards that ideally I would have liked to have waited for Sauron for, but it's a bit of power, so we might as well get it down. And they're just going to keep boosting that power for Kitty Pryde. And Utopia is definitely going to help us. Saying that, we're still not picking up Sauron, unfortunately. At this rate, it's looking like it's going to have to be like a Red Skull Taskmaster. At least we have that option to be able to put out quite a bit of power without Sauron, but ideally it would have been a lot more if we had been able to play him. They're probably thinking, why isn't this guy playing any cards? And I'm wondering the same thing too, don't worry. We do have the Typhoid Mary as well, but just in terms of being able to get out some raw power, Red Skull is definitely best. I think I'm going to abandon that left-hand side now, to be honest with you. They're going to pick up all of their squirrels. Oh my goodness. Look what we eventually pull. I still think that just going for the Taskmaster here is the best play. Realistically, what else can I even do? Not a whole lot, to be honest with you. They're probably going to take quite a while placing as many cards as possible, so I'll leave them to it for a second. I'm surprised that they didn't go any on that right hand side. Havoc's not going to be that big. We're actually going to win this. Okay. We played 3 cards that entire game.
Victory!
Okay, we've got the raft. Not an ideal location for Lizard to be played into, considering they're probably going to want to fill that up quickly as well. Then again, it looks like they're getting a bit desperate by just randomly discarding Swordmaster. We'll get Alma down in there for the meantime anyway. And then if we pick up 0 on the next turn, that would be nice. Or Sauron. Oh, I mean, that's Just a lot of cards there already. The only awkward thing is that obviously if we do this, we can't actually put all of the cards that we want to fill up the raft anyway, so it seems somewhat pointless. I think I'll just get them both down over on the right hand side. We could always Shuri into Vision, put Vision over there if we really need to. I'll continue with that as if that's the sort of game plan. They're obviously just prioritising the raft at this point. But they've now blocked themselves up over there. And in reality, if I just wanted to move Vision over there, I could. We've also picked up Taskmaster as well. Maybe if we just Red Skull and then Taskmaster on the left hand side, that's good enough. Silver Samurai is going to discard our Taskmaster, so completely ignore what I was just saying.
Hail Hydra!
And then Arnim Zodaing it away to destroy my Enchantress. It's definitely an interesting play. I can't actually physically play anything in there anyway. Anything that I play on that left hand side is just redundant. Maybe they're going to just want to put as much into Baxter building as possible anyway, or at least that's what I'm going to tell myself. So all I can really do is put Scar down and hope for the best. And they've got Scorn and Hellcow, so we actually tie up the right but win the middle. So yeah, that's more than enough power for us. Bit of an interesting game plan for them. Well, immediately Zero and Lizard looks like the first couple of plays at least. It's 23, so coming up against a Destroy deck. Ooh. Especially considering the fact that we've got armor as well. We don't want to zero the armor because that's going to be quite important for us. So I think immediately next turn is that we armor the left. Some interesting locations we've got currently. If we did pick up a Sauron, that would be quite nice. It's interesting that they decide to split up their cards as well. It does. I mean, it makes sense with Deadpool, obviously, but even then, right? Yeah, Sauron. We can then Typhoid Mary the middle. Typhoid Mary would then at least go up by 1 power as well.
What a game!
We also have Scar as well, but realistically, is that even gonna... Are we gonna even be able to play that? Yeah, I mean, it might be a better play than Taskmaster in all fairness. They could then Arnim Zola this Venom.
I definitely need to change my underwear.
If that's the case, am I winning anywhere? I mean, we won't even find out anyway. They must not have had one. Okay, it's funny that we do have Onslaught Citadel because Sauron is going to turn off all of our ongoing effects anyway, so... Oh, Eternal's Arc. It's quite an interesting one, isn't it? Realistically, especially if I'm going to pick up the Shuri, I'm going to have to play that outside of Eternal's Arc and then play maybe Taskmaster or Scar or something in the middle last, so I'll prioritise sort of around that first. Also, it looks like they won't have any ongoing cards to take advantage of Onslaught Citadel, apart from Null. Obviously, we've covered off the Deadpool here with the armor, which is nice. So, yeah, they can only destroy in the middle, hence why they put the Wolverine there. Get the Typhoid Mary down as well. Scar goes down. If I get Red Skull down as well, I mean that's pretty much guaranteed to win us that left hand side, hopefully. And then we can always scar the middle. The Lady Deathstrike. Interested to see what their play is in the middle, but I'm going to just Shuri Scar. Yeah. Yeah.
Victory.
I don't think they had much of a plan. I think that was kind of the whole point, wasn't it?